Toad is one of the main characters we see in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. We first meet him when Mario arrives at the Mushroom Kingdom, and since that moment he really seems to be a good guy, helping Mario to get to the Princess Castle so he can ask for her help to find his brother Luigi. And later he volunteers to go with Peach and Mario on their trip to the Jungle Kingdom to ask for the Kong's help to fight Bowser. Even when Bowser is about to invade the Mushroom Kingdom, while all the other Toads panic and start evacuating the city, Toad decides to stay with the princess so he can take care of her.
Don't worry, I will protect you.
But what if I tell you there's the possibility that Toad could actually not be the nice and innocent guy he seems to be? Let me explain to you why. Throughout the movie there are some scenes in which we listen that there's somebody who's in charge of spying on the princess, and then informing Bowser what she's doing. Well, there's a theory that says that spy is none other than Toad. And in this video I'm gonna show you the main facts that can be considered as evidence to support this theory. So let's start with the video. By first, the moment in which we find out that Bowser has an undercover agent spying on the princess comes just after the scene in which Bowser is singing Peaches. There he gets interrupted by Kamek, who says the following.
What?
A report from our intelligence. A mustachioed human has arrived in the Mushroom Kingdom.
At this point, the informer can be anyone who saw Mario walking around the Mushroom Kingdom. But then Kamek keeps adding more details.
The princess has been training him. They are up to something, sire.
So the list is reduced to the Toad guards, who are the only ones aware that Princess Peach decided to train Mario, and of course Toad, who was traveling with them when they were heading to the Jungle Kingdom, and during the trip it is quite possible that they mentioned something about the training that Mario received. And also we can't exclude the possibility that the real reason why he volunteered to go with them on their adventure could be that he had orders to keep an eye on the princess no matter what, so he could continue sending reports to Bowser. But if this is not enough, let's take a look at the second time Bowser receives a report from his undercover agent. And this time the message is quite more specific.
We have found the princess and the mustachioed humans. He has defeated Donkey Kong and won the Kong army.
As you heard, the informer knows that Mario beat Donkey Kong, which implies that now Cranky Kong has to let his army fight. And let's remember that the only ones who knew about the deal were Cranky Kong, Mario, Peach, some Kong army members, and Toad. But then the Koopa General says this.
So like Peach was super impressed?
It appears so, yes. They are heading toward their secret passage.
And if we go back to the scene in which Cranky is saying that they are gonna use a secret shortcut he knows,
lucky for you guys, I got a shortcut.
just look at who are the only characters that are present in that room. Again, we can spot Toad. And that would be the only way in which it makes sense that Bowser had enough time to prepare his troops for the ambush, cause Toad sent the message immediately after he knew what the plan was. But now, let's talk about the two main facts that could kill this theory. Number 1, there's a scene in which Bowser tortures Toad as a way to put pressure on Peach, and second, we can't forget about the fact that Toad is the one who gives the princess her flower bouquet, with an ice flower hidden inside it. So, if Toad really is Bowser's ally, then why would he help Peach to face him? And also, why would Bowser torture Toad if they are supposed to be on the same side? Well, let me tell you, there's actually an explanation for both events. Starting with Toad being tortured by Bowser, we know for a fact that this wouldn't be the first time Bowser hurts one of his minions, since throughout the movie there are multiple times in which he demonstrates that he feels no remorse for hurting his troops whenever he pleases, even if it's just for fun. For example, he hurt Kamek just to vent his anger after he knew Mario and Peach were traveling together. he also burned this Koopa until he became a dry bones, just because he got mad at him. And finally, he imprisoned some of his servants for some unknown reason, and he was willing to sacrifice them during his wedding just for fun.
I'll be sacrificing them in your honor.
Now, considering he's capable of doing all these horrible things without any apparent reason, then what would stop him from doing something similar when he does have the opportunity to get a benefit? After all, we can't forget that for Bowser,
Pain is the best teacher.
Now, what about the Ice Flower? Why would Toad betray his boss by giving Peach a power-up that will give her some advantage during the fight? Well, the answer for this question can be found in what we mentioned in the previous point. Maybe Toad didn't like at all to discover that his life means nothing to his master. Considering that Bowser decided to hurt him, and also that a few minutes earlier in the film, during the battle on the Rainbow Road, he was close to dying and it was the princess who saved him. So it's possible that Toad was totally sick of the treatment he was receiving from his boss.
He's the most evil, wretched creature alive!
So he decided to switch sides and betray him, taking advantage of his good friendship with the princess, to now become her right hand. Even if you think carefully about it, how was Toad able to obtain the Ice Flower without Bowser's troops noticing it? Well, to answer this question, when Peach and Bowser's wedding was taking place, we could see that the troops had access to plenty of power-up boxes. Even some of those boxes were given to Bowser as a wedding present. So, assuming that all the troop members had access to the power-up boxes, Toad could easily search in different boxes until he found the Ice Flower, without worrying about being discovered by the troops, since they considered him as part of the team. And that's how we reach the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what are your thoughts about this theory. Do you think these facts are all just a simple coincidence, or do you believe that maybe, just maybe, Toad was actually hiding a deep secret nobody knew about? In the end, you guys have the last word. Before you go, if you like this kind of videos, it would mean the world to me if you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. That really helps me out to keep uploading more content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!